Most businesses failing in 2026 aren't failing because they lack a good product. They are failing because their operational overhead is crushing them, while their competitors have automated the exact same workflows at a fraction of the cost. Welcome to the Lead Strategy Masterclass. Today, we are not talking about how to write a better ChatGPT prompt. That era ended in 2024. Today, we are diving deep into the architecture of autonomous business systems. Let's look at the data. If you are still treating AI as a web browser tool where an employee types a question and waits for an answer, you are losing money. You are relying on a fundamentally flawed, human-dependent bottleneck. Let's do a direct comparison. Traditional business model, the old way you hire a mid-level manager. They spend 40% of their day digging through emails, pulling numbers from an ERP system, and writing summary reports. You are paying an $80,000 salary for data retrieval. The AI native model, the 2026 way you implement a secure, locally hosted large language model, or LLM. This model is integrated directly into your database. Instead of a manager spending 4 hours summarizing inventory delays, the AI system autonomously flags the supply chain anomaly, drafts the supplier email, and updates the CRM before your manager even finishes their morning coffee. The manager's job shifts entirely from doing the groundwork to approving the strategy. Let's look at real-world data that proved this shift. Back in early 2024, the global payment network Klarna deployed an AI assistant for their customer service. The data was staggering. In its first month alone, that AI handled 2.3 million conversations. That was 2/3 of their entire customer service volume. It did the equivalent work of 700 full-time human agents. But here is the critical metric. It dropped the average conversation resolution time from 11 minutes down to just 2 minutes, while maintaining the exact same customer satisfaction score. When you look at that data, a stark reality emerges. The companies that scale today are not those with the highest headcount. They are the ones with the highest compute-to-employee ratio. But there is a massive trap here. The immediate reaction of an inexperienced founder is to go buy 10 subscriptions to a public cloud AI service. That is operational suicide. Let's compare cloud AI versus local AI implementation. When you use a public cloud API, you are sending your proprietary business data, your financial projections, your customer purchasing habits, your supply chain vulnerabilities, to a third-party server. In the US, corporate data governance laws and privacy regulations are tighter than ever. In contrast, the strategic move for 2026 is running local large language models. You download open-weights models, like the advanced iterations of Llama or Mistral, and you run them on your own internal hardware or a private, isolated server. What is the comparative advantage? Zero data leakage. Your data never leaves your building. Predictable costs. You are not paying per token every time your AI reads a document. You pay for the hardware once, and the inference is virtually free. Latency. Local models process internal database queries significantly faster because there is no external server routing. If you are a leader, your job is not to do IT networking. Your job is to mandate the architecture. We will use local AI to protect our data. You leave the cable plugging to the IT department. Part 2. Architecting the autonomous workflow in logistics and management. Now that we have established the why, let's look at the how. We need to break down your operational bottlenecks. To do this, I am going to use logistics and supply chain management as our core case study. Because logistics is the heartbeat of the US economy, and it is the sector most plagued by human error and communication delays. Let's compare the two paradigms. In a static operation, a logistics coordinator receives a manifest. They look at the weather, they look at driver availability, and they manually chart a route. If a truck breaks down in Ohio, or there's a sudden port strike in Los Angeles, a human has to manually reroute, call the clients, update the CRM, and calculate the financial loss. This process takes hours. It is reactive. Now, let's look at the dynamic AI operation. You have an autonomous AI agent running locally. This agent isn't just a chatbot. It has function calling capabilities. This means the AI is connected to your GPS tracking, your weather API, and your CRM. When the system detects a 45-minute delay on Interstate 80, the AI doesn't wait for human input. Step 1. It autonomously calculates the cost of the delay versus the cost of an alternate route. Step 2. It pings the driver's dashboard with the new route. Step 3. It drafts a personalized email to the receiving client apologizing for the delay and providing a new ETA. Step 4. It sends a summary to the logistics manager for a one-click approval. Look at the difference in management philosophy here. In the first scenario, the manager is putting out fires. They are stressed, they are making phone calls, they are doing data entry. In the second scenario, the AI manages the crisis, and the manager simply controls the parameters. This is the secret to scaling an LLC without burning out. You don't need to hire 5 logistics coordinators. You need one highly skilled operations manager who commands a fleet of AI agents. Consider the data from McKinsey & Company's recent global AI surveys. They found that supply chain leaders who heavily integrated AI reported a 15% drop in logistics costs, a 35% improvement in inventory levels, and a 65% improvement in service levels compared to their slower-moving competitors. A 15% drop in logistics costs is not a minor efficiency for a mid-sized U.S. distribution company that is millions of dollars added directly to the bottom line. It's the difference between surviving a recession and acquiring your bankrupt competitors. Part 3. The financial economics and lean AI startups. Let's talk about the money, because at the end of the day, strategy is just philosophy until it hits the balance sheet. I want to compare the financial architecture of a traditional startup versus a lean AI startup in 2026. Let's assume you are starting a B2B service agency, maybe a document conversion, translation, or specialized consulting firm. The traditional approach. To hit $1 million in annual recurring revenue, ARR, the traditional math dictates you need a sales team, a marketing associate, an administrative assistant, and a customer success rep. Let's look at the SaaS sprawl. You buy Salesforce for CRM, $150 per user, Zendesk for support, $100 per user, Asana for projects, $30 per user, plus human salaries, healthcare, and office space. Your profit margin gets squeezed down to 15 to 20% before you even take an owner's draw. The lean AI approach. Now compare that to the lean AI model. You are a solopreneur or maybe a team of 2. Instead of hiring an SDR, sales development representative, to cold email prospects, you deploy an AI agent fine-tuned on your exact sales scripts. This agent can research 1,000 prospects on LinkedIn, scrape their company data, and write 1,000 hyper-personalized emails in 4 minutes. Instead of paying for transcription or document conversion services, you run audio-to-text models locally on your workstation, converting massive files securely with 0 API costs. The financial contrast is brutal. The AI-driven startup operates with an 80% to 90% profit margin. When economic turbulence hits, the traditional company has to lay off staff and break leases. The lean AI startup simply throttles down its server compute. You are no longer managing people who don't want to be managed. You are managing systems. You are achieving the ultimate goal of operations management, maximizing output while minimizing variance. Data from the U.S. Small Business Administration continually shows that cash flow and high overhead are the #1 killers of new businesses. By shifting your initial capital expenditure towards hardware and local LM integration rather than traditional payroll, you build an operational shield around your cash flow.